Hello everyone, this is Mythonian, and today I'm going to bring you some WarLight. This is going to be a bit of an introductory video going over what the game is, what it's about, how it works, everything like that. I'm joined by someone today.
kcscrag again.
Yes. And we're going to be talking about the game. We're going to be showing a practice game, talking about strategies and things like that. First of all, this is warlight.net. You can come here, sign up for free, and play as many games as you want. There's no limits really. If you pay, I don't remember the price of it, you can become a member and you get some little perks, but really I don't think it's worth it. Okay, there's a huge selection of custom maps. First of all, this is like a Risk type of game if you've played that board game. And however, there's like hundreds and hundreds. There's 508 different custom maps of all different types, showing all different designs. You can see some of them here. Wow. Some of these I haven't even seen before because there's just so many of them. We try to try out a few of them every now and then, but there's still too many to play. But anyways,
And not all of them are very good.
yeah, some because anyone can make and upload these games,
So
and
some of
so
them are just really
oh
unbalanced
yeah,
and
so
just you
either
don't want to
terribly
play them.
balanced or just ugly looking, not working right, things like
Ew,
that.
ugly map. Wouldn't
Yeah.
play that.
Okay, well, as you can see up here, you've got tabs. Normally this is close to the middle of the screen, but I'm playing in full screen mode, so that's why you see it off to the side, sort of, and a little bit smaller. But, you know, there's some options, things like that. If you go to multiplayer, you can... It loads. You can view my games, which are games you're currently in or are awaiting your join. Open games, which are public games that you can join and play in. All these little circle boxes there are open slots, open seats in the game that you can join. There's tournaments, various ones, and these are constantly changed. You can filter them and such. You can create games as well, which is what we did, and you can save templates for games. I've got a nice selection. You're going to be seeing some of these games in the near future.
A pretty good variety.
Yes. However, one of the games here is with kcscrag, so I'm going to join this game,
Yay!
and it's going to load the map and bring us into this. This is the classic Risk board
Small
map.
Earth is
It,
the name of the map for this for WarLight.
yes, on WarLight they call this Small Earth. They've got more detailed maps, like ones with more territories and things like that, and different bonuses. This is just continental bonuses in this game, but other maps have region bonuses and things like that. Uh, just a little bit about the interface. In the upper left, you have various information things, like it tells you your turn. If you have a card, it tells you that here. There's three different stages of gameplay: deploy armies, attack or transfer between territories, and a confirmation if you're ready to submit your attacks. Below that, we have a little information screen. If you click on a territory, it will give you some information about it. And you can click on more information if you want to find out some different things, like where it's connected to, and things like that, and what part of the bonus it is, and everything like that. If you, below that, you have a chat option. Good luck, have fun. In team games, there's a team chat over here in addition to the public chat. And below that is cards. As you can see, I currently have a surveillance card. I'll talk about cards later. We have a history thing, which can show you past turns and all the moves you've been able to see and things like that. It will help you strategize against your opponents often. You have a settings tab, which tells you all the settings and details about the game that you need to know. This includes how long you have before you can be booted, basically the turn length, which you can see it ticking down in the top right. When you can be booted, if booted players are turned into AIs, because there are AIs in this game. You don't just have to play against other people. How the distribution works, how many territories you get, armies you get, neutral armies are in neutral territories, what cards are there, details about the cards, and everything else like this. more specific and detailed, and more advanced settings are near the bottom. Continuing from that, there's a players tab which can list all the players in here. Team, income. You can sort them based on these different tabs. Status, okay, and that can give you some general information sometimes. Under that is statistics, which you can see a little M by. That means it's members only. This is the perk about paying for it. You get some little helps with that. You can nudge boot stuff from here. We're not going to be doing that in this game.
Yeah.
A full screen mode, which I'm not going to go into because I'm already in a full screen mode, and a refresh thing. As you can see, the bar is automatically progressing across that. When the bar gets to about here or so, it automatically refreshes. And then on the right side, you've got a timer, a list of all your orders. At the moment, there's nothing there, and then players. And under that is, it will tell me how many armies, how many reinforcements I get per turn, or if I'm on a team, everyone on my team, and things like that. And I can click on kcscrag to view some little stats about him. I see that he has 5 income, which is the default. I can see 2 of his territories. Visible armies is 10, and things like that. And if I click this little button here, or link, view full profile, it takes me to his account, his profile. As you can see, various information about him. He joined about 2 years ago. He's played in 444 multiplayer games. And all this other stats, win rates, how long he takes to do a turn, things like that. He's won 336 out of 418 ranked games. That's about an 80% win rate, which is very, very much above average.
Oh, thank you.
And me and him are going to be doing a lot of 2v2s together. And our 2v2 ranking, he's won 91% of his 2v2 games. 166 wins out of 183 games. So that is, like, extremely high. Like,
Yeah, that's what we normally do, and it's normally because we work together and we talk on Skype that we do so well.
Teamwork is very, very important in 2v2 games. So we win a lot.
Yeah.
And then going to my own profile just to show you.
Not to show off or anything.
First of all, to bring a little political aspect in it, you can see some fact here that radical leaders prey on the fearful and naive. All of them want change. Yes, I'm not going to go into more of that. But anyways, I joined about the same time Casey did, 2 years ago almost. I've only played 395 though, not quite as many as him. 361 ranked. I've won 265, which is high 70%, high 70s, so a little bit lower than him in win rate. And same with 2v2, I've only won 84. But he's also played some more games than I did, so that's slowly coming up. I'm a little bit behind him in win rate, but oh well. He's not better than me, by the way. Just saying. No.
Yeah.
He's terrible. He is terrible. He couldn't do anything without me. But anyways, as I said before, this is Small Earth, which is, if you played the Risk board game, it's the same territory setup and everything like that, same bonuses and everything.
Just the regular Risk game.
Just the regular Risk game. And we played this game with, you start with 4 territories. I have Alberta, Northern Europe, Siberia, and South Africa. And I probably shouldn't be telling Casey this, but oh well.
Siberia and what? Argentina?
I'm not going to say that.
Well, I'll go ahead and say mine too. This is an introduction game.
But I'm touching Kansas territories in Alaska and Ontario.
So you can already see half of my stuff.
There's fog in this game where any territories you're not bordering, you can't see the details of. Any territory you are bordering, you can see the details of, including how many armies are there and things like that. You can change these settings if you want to make a game that's different, but pretty much no one plays that way because it's just so unnatural. It doesn't feel right in a lot of ways. But anyways, the point of the game is really just to kill your opponent, just like in Risk. However, the way you do that can get quite complicated, and that's where strategy, and if it's the team game, teamwork comes into play, because these bonuses completely determine the game, pretty much. Because
Yep.
by default, you get 5 reinforcements every turn. However, getting this adds the number in the box to how many reinforcements you get. Like, if I manage to get all of Europe,
Then
I'll
you
get 10
double your
reinforcements. It
reinforcements
will
per
double
turn.
me to 10. If Kenneth gets all of North America, he will get 10 and doubling his. If someone gets all
Hmm.
of South America, that increases it by 2. 3 for Africa, 2 for Australia, and 7 for Asia. Asia is the biggest. Obviously, it's yeah, you can
And
see.
something else to keep in mind, of course, is that the points of contact, in other words, where the bonuses border each other, that's very important. And the
Yes.
entry points to a bonus are very important.
Yes.
Because naturally, if you only have one entry point to a bonus, like in Australia, which is the only bonus that has only one entry point, it's very easy to defend.
Yes. And that's why a lot of times starting in Australia and being able to get the entire bonus down there is one of the best starts to a
Huge.
game. Yes.
Yes, very good.
Because it gives you a good and defensible bonus right off the start. Other places like South America is also a good place to start because it
Hmm.
only has 2 points of contact. North America has 3. It's the biggest one with so few contacts.
Hmm.
And then Africa has 1 to South America, 2 to Europe, and then, well, sort of 3 because North Africa touches 2, and then 1 to Asia in the Middle East. And
Yeah.
then Europe, stuck in the middle, touches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different territories and 3 different bonuses.
Yeah, you won't see people get Europe or Asia very often.
Yes.
Asia is really rare, but if you can sneak up on somebody, take parts of Asia without them noticing, then it's actually pretty good because you can suddenly come out with 7 more reinforcements. But that's really hard to do, and you rarely ever see that.
Yep.
And then in Europe, Europe is ridiculously hard to take. Unless you've got your opponents like trapped in the Americas, then you might be able to get Europe.
Yep. And you can hear the ticking sound from the time almost being up because I
Oh
have
my
not even
god,
started
don't
my
boot me!
turn.
Don't
However,
boot me!
yeah, because this is a friendly game, we're not going to boot each other. Right,
Yeah.
Kenneth? Right? Right?
Maybe.
Why am I
Uh,
pulling up the boot screen right now? Huh? What can I? No.